Good morning, Year 4, and this is your maths video for if you've got this booklet on Tuesday the 19th of January. So for today's learning, we're going to turn to page number 7, and it's all about adding. And remember, whenever we are adding, our answer gets bigger. Okay, so whatever numbers we've got in our calculation, our answer is bigger than that. Let's have a look at our first set of questions. So it says, break the first number into tens and ones to find the answer. And I've highlighted those first numbers for you to make it a little bit easier. So let's copy this first one onto a whiteboard. So I've got 13 add 40. And the first thing I've got to do is I've got to split my 13 into tens and ones. So I'm going to do that over here where I've got a bit more space. And I know that this number 1 in 13 isn't worth 1, it's worth 10 because it's in my tens column. And I know that this 3 is only worth 3 because it's in my ones column. And what I've got to do now is I've got to add these together. So now I've got 40, add 10, add 3. Okay, so this time now we've got 3 numbers in our addition sentence. So 40 add 10. Now if you can do that in your head, fantastic. You might need to use your fingers to help you because remember you've got 10 of those. Or if you've got 100 square at home, you might want to do that. So I'm going to start by doing 40 add 10, which equals 50. But remember, I've still got that extra 3 that I need to add. So now I've got to do 50 add 3, and 50 add 3 equals 53. So I want you to use this method now to help you to answer the first 4 questions. And remember, we've just done the first one together. Okay. Your second set of questions is asking you to use partitioning to work out the answers. And the first one has been done for us. So let's have a little look at this first one in more detail. So here we've got 54 add 14. So here we've started by partitioning 54 into 50 and 4. And then we've done the same for 14. So we've partitioned 14 into 10 add 4. And then what they've done is they've added their tens numbers together. Okay, can we all see that? So the 50 and the 10, they've added those together. And then they've added their ones numbers together. So this time I'm going to circle it using my pink pen. So we've got 4 add 4. And that's what they've done there to get the answer. And then once we've got these 2 numbers here, so once we've got the answer to 50 add 10 is 60. And 4 add 4 is 8. Then we've done 60 add 8 equals 68. So we'll have a little go at B together. I'll show you how to partition it in your booklet, and then you're going to have a go at C all on your own. Okay, so I'm going to start with my first number, which is 35. So let's partition 35. So 35 equals 30 add 5. Can you all see how I've done that? 30 add 5. Then I've got to partition 42. So 42 equals 40 add 2. Who thinks they can remember what we have to do next? Okay, so we've got to add our tens next. So 30 add 40. Who thinks they can do 30? Add 40, so I'm going to put 30 in my head. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So that's my first answer. But then I've now got to add my ones. So I've added my tens. Now I've got to do my ones. So 5, add 2. And I wonder who can do that without using their fingers, just using their mental math skills. Equals 7. Now, I'm going to do the last calculation, but I'm not going to give you the answer. So I've written it down. 70, add 7. Let's see if you can find the answer. And then when you've done that, I want you to have a go at C, all on your own, using my example to help you. Okay. Now, question number 3 is a word problem. So you're going to have to use your reading skills here. And what you've got to do, so I'm not going to read it to you, is think about those numbers that are in your word problem. So I'm going to highlight those to help me to remember them. And then I've got to decide what operation I've got to use. So it says that if it grows another 17 centimetres, so that means the plant's grown taller. And if we're getting taller, that number's going to get bigger, which means we're going to be using addition there. But remember, I'm not telling you what two numbers you've got to include in your addition sentence. Now, when you are done, you're going to take a picture of your learning and send it across to the Year 4 email address so that we can see how well you are doing with your addition.